Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. So today I'm actually doing a collaboration with the lovely Detty, who on YouTube is known as Miss Ann Thrope. I will shortly insert just a little clip from her just to give a little bit of an overview of who she is and what her channel's about. But we have decided for this collaboration that we were going to pick each other's eyeshadow shades using the Sample Beauty Painters palette. She has picked 4 eyeshadow shades for me to use and I have picked 4 eyeshadow shades for her to use. So you'll see from her clip that her style is very different from mine. So we thought it would be really fun to just pick each other's eyeshadow shades and see what look each other would create.
Hello everyone, my name is Detty and I am really excited to be doing this collaboration with Brodie. I have been watching her channel for about a month now. That's when I discovered her and I really enjoy her content. I don't usually do a lot of makeup videos, although I want to change that going forward, but I just found this video a lot of fun to film and to plan with her. So yeah, I usually do plus size fashion, I do vlogs, and I sometimes make food on my channel. So if any of those sound interesting to you, then please check my channel out. Thank you, bye.
To start this look off, I'm just going to be using my primer to start off with, and I've just got my Revolution Star Primer. This is the one that smells like licorice and I'm still not sure how I feel about it, but it's a good primer, it just smells a bit funky. My next step, of course, is my foundation, and today I'm going to be using my Ordinary Coverage Foundation, and this is in shade 1.2p. And then I've got my favourite little strawberry sponge and I will get that blended in. I'm very excited to do this collab with Detty, and I'm really excited as well to show you what shades that she picked for me. Now that I've got my foundation done, I'm just going to be moving on to my concealer. I've got my MUA Pro Base Concealer and this is in shade 100. Let's get that on my under eyes, basically just everywhere that I want brightening up a little bit. Back in with my same strawberry sponge and just get that all blended. I've got my concealer all blended in now and I'm going to be moving on to sorting out my brows. And I've just got my Makeup Obsession So Fine pencil and this is in shade dark brown. This is where I have to super concentrate to make sure that they look as even as possible. And I'll just go ahead and get the other one penciled in. Now both eyebrows are penciled in, I'm just going to go back in with my spoolie brush and just brush out the product and just distribute it a bit more evenly. And finally just going to set my brows, and for that I've just got my Benefit Brow Setter. So now I'm just going to move on to doing my bronzer, and I'm just using my go-to favourite bronzer, which is my Hoola from Benefit. I can't wait to actually finish the mini of this because I have got the full size one, but I've still got a little way to go with it. And I'm also really excited about using this Sample Beauty palette for the first time. Now I've got my bronze done, just moving on to my blush, and I'm going to be using this Makeup Revolution Blushing Heart, and this is the Peachy Keen Heart. So that's what it looks like inside. Tend to just swirl my brush over all 3 shades of this blush and then just kind of hope for the best. But I do really like this blush. It's almost got a little bit of shimmer in it almost, which I really like. Just gives me that nice, I suppose, peachy glow. And there's that looking all done, and just on with my highlighter next. Highlighter wise, I've just got another Revolution product, and this is the highlighter palette they did with Soph, so that's all of the shades. And I'm going to be using this one here, which I think is my most used one anyway. It's definitely got the biggest dent in it out of all of the shades in here. I'm just going to pop this across my cheeks just for that added bit of glow. A little bit just on my nose as Wow, this is a really great palette, definitely my favourite highlight palette that I have. And now it's time for the most exciting bit. So I'm going to be moving on to my eyes now. Before I get any of the shadows down, I'm just going to apply an eye base. And as usual, I'm going to be using my Beauty Bay eye base. This is base 1. Always like to get a base down, just really helps me with my eyeshadow application, and I think it helps just the colours really stand out. Probably should use a brush for this, but I can't find the one that I wanted to use. And this is probably the most exciting part of this whole video and this whole collaboration. So this is the eyeshadow palette. It is of course the Sample Beauty Painters palette. I haven't actually used this palette yet, or anything from Sample Beauty, so not only am I excited to be doing this collaboration, I'm also really excited to try this palette out for the first time. So these are all of the shades in the palette, and the shades that Detti has picked out for me to create my look are as follows. So she's picked Gemini, which is this really lovely yellow here. She has picked Pumpkin, which is this kind of orangey tone here. And she has picked Leo, which is this red. And she's also picked Martini, which is this really lovely gold shimmer. I'm definitely excited to see how this is going to turn out. I kind of have a rough idea of what I'm going to do, but I've not like fully planned it, so let's hope that it turns out well. I have decided to go in with Gemini first, just as a nice base shade. I thought with this being the lightest shade that it would serve quite well for my base. Oh, this is so beautifully pigmented. Sometimes you find with yellow it's not actually that yellow, but this is lovely. I'm just going to take this right out to the outer corner and then bring it right in as well. And because it is my base shade, I'm not overly bothered if it comes down too far onto my eyelid or anything, because I will be able to tidy it up. But this yellow is definitely lovely. Like, I'm definitely not mad at her decisions of the shades that she's picked for me. I was a little bit worried she was going to go with all the really dark shades, because that's not really me. And I know that she wears a lot darker makeup than I do, but I think she's been kind to me. I'm just going to get this yellow done on this eye, and then I'll be back to have a look at the second shade. And there's the lovely yellow shade Gemini down, and so far really pigmented shades, really easy to apply. Next I'm going to be going in with Pumpkin, which looks kind of orangey in the palette, but I don't know how orangey it's gonna come out on my eye. I just want to place that just over Gemini. It isn't as orange as I was expecting. It's definitely got quite a lot of red tone in it. I'm going to bring this all the way up into Gemini. I don't want to overwhelm it too much. I still want to have a little hint of that yellow. No, but I really like this shade actually. So still got that little bit of yellow tinge just around the edge. And I'm just going to get the same done on this eye. And then I'm going to be going in with the third shade. Both eyes looking nice and even, and I definitely like this kind of little hint of the yellow shade. Next, I'm going to be using shade Leo, which is this red matte. And for this, I just want to focus getting this on my lid and just blending this up into Pumpkin. This is another really lovely shade. I'm kind of glad that Pumpkin was quite red, because this red is really red. And if you haven't worked out, I'm going to be doing a halo eye, which is why I've left this gap here. Okay, well, I think I'm happy now with the placement of shade Leo on this eye. I'm just going to do the same on this eye, and then I will be back to prep my eye for the halo. And there's shade Leo done on both eyes now, so ready to go back in with my eye base just to lay down a new foundation for the halo. For that, of course, I'm going to be using shade Martini, which was that gold shimmer. Okay, and now I'm prepped and ready to go in with shade Martini, which is this really gorgeous gold shimmer. This is going on really beautifully. I just want to make sure I get all of that eye base completely covered. I don't tend to wear a lot of gold eyeshadow really. I don't really wear a lot of these warmer tones. I normally go for like pink or purple, but I'm definitely liking it. Definitely all part of the fun to try out new things. Well, I think that's turned out really gorgeous. I'm just going to do the same on my other eye, and then I will be back to sort out the under eye. This is reminding me of like flames or like a phoenix or something. But just to go back and do the under eye, I'm going to be going in with shade Pumpkin, so just all the way along underneath my lower lashes. And then of course just the same on this eye. I still can't believe how pigmented these shades are actually. They are excellent. And they're so easy to blend and so easy to apply. Last but not least, I am just going to continue the halo effect into my under eye. And I'm just going to take a really small amount of eye base just to go on my under eye. And then just pop a little bit of the gold shade, which was Martini, just on my lower lid. So I want to do this just to get a continuation of the halo. And then I'm just going back in with Martini. And there's my eyeshadow all done, and I'm really loving this so far. To finish my eyes off, I'm going to be using a black mascara and a black eyeliner. So I've got my Wet n Wild pencil here, and I've got my Maybelline Sky High mascara. There's my eye look all completed, and all that's left now is just to do my lips. I've opted to use a Jeffree Star Mini Velour liquid lipstick, and this is in shade Red Rum. I think this is the reddest lipstick that I have, and I thought it would be quite good with this kind of reddy orangey look. And there is the final completed look using, well, all of my products and the Sample Beauty Painters palette. I'll just give you a bit of a close-up of the eyeshadow. I really love this look, and definitely used some shades that I maybe wouldn't have gone for first of all in this palette. So that was really fun, and yeah, just really happy with how it turned out. And I just had a lot of fun planning this collab with Detti, just getting it all sorted, and then of course filming it. I'm super excited to see her look, and please don't forget to go and check out her channel as well. I will link it in the description. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you again in my next video.